Humanity's endeavors have always generated great deals of data. We're only now starting to understand how much. For example, take a vehicle. Intel has estimated that autonomous vehicles are going to generate over 4 terabytes of data per day. That's over 4,000 gigabytes. Think about the amount of data that's coming off of those cameras. Think about the amount of data that's coming off of the LiDAR radar detection systems. That's between 10 and 70 megabytes per second. And this is giving rise to a new type of applications that are acting on that real-time data. They are being given the playful name of DIRTY, that's data-intensive real-time applications. And if we look at a practical example in the field of racing, and no doubt if you've watched Formula One, you've marveled at the efficiency of pit crews. And if you take a look at this example here and you track the amount of time that the vehicle actually is stopped while the team works on it, it's about 4 seconds. Truly remarkable, tremendous. However, this is at its peak, at its limit of efficiency. It cannot get any better. The Red Bull team took a different approach. They instrumented their car with over 100 sensors. They cut deals with telecommunication companies to pipe out the data. And they hired a large number of data scientists to work on all of the information that was coming out of the track, that was coming out of the vehicle, that was coming from the driver, that was coming from the physical environment, and to be able to make better decisions. Their approach was tremendously successful. They rose through the ranks and won the world championship 4 years in a row. Now they were followed by Mercedes, which has won in the last 4 years, which continued this strategy and in fact increased the level of instrumentation. And so what was initially a leading advantage has become now the new normal. And for those teams that don't have these capabilities, they are at a disadvantage. Some teams, in fact, have collected the information that is being captured on the track and have used it to run simulations and to prepare for eventualities on the racetrack. In this example here that was shared by McLaren, one of their cars hits a wall at the Monaco Grand Prix and blows out a tire. And because they had prepared for this type of situation, given the many simulations that they had run, they were able to provide the right information to the decision makers. They were able to make a decision fast enough so that they could get back to the race and be competitive. And in this case, they in fact won the race. Now you can imagine that this same type of approach is being applied to many fields of sport. And in fact, at MIT, there is now heavy recruiting by many professional teams looking for data scientists, looking for engineers that know how to apply and create Internet of Things systems. You can see here that in the world of American football, every new shoulder pad is being issued with an RFID chip that is then captured by the instrumentation that has been built into the stadiums over the last few years. All of this data is going to provide new capabilities for the coaching staff, and what often had been said in the past when a team had lost that they were going to study the game film and to try to understand what went wrong, there is now a possibility for them to be able to do this real time. You can see here a paper that was written by one of our students that says, Finding the Open Receiver, a quantitative geospatial analysis of quarterback decision making. This is the sort of thing that you can start to understand after you study a lot of game film and you start to look closely at what's actually happening on the field. Now, this type of analysis is doing it in an automated fashion on real-time data. So we've said before that every business is a technology business. We've also said that the capabilities of the internet giants are ones that now every business needs to have. And now there's an extended yet capability that is being required, and that is to understand, master, and be able to apply our IoT business strategies and technologies.